In Greek mythology, the tales of gods and goddesses are rich with drama, power, and tragedy. Among them, there are 5 goddesses whose fates were particularly dire, their stories woven with threads of sorrow and misfortune. Let's delve into the narratives of these tragic figures, each representing different aspects of life and the human condition.
Firstly, we encounter Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest, and Zeus, the king of the gods. Persephone's fate was sealed when Hades, the ruler of the underworld, abducted her to be his queen. Forced to dwell in the realm of the dead for a portion of each year, Persephone's existence became a cycle of separation and reunion with her mother. Her tale symbolizes the inevitability of death and the changing seasons, a perpetual cycle of loss and renewal. Persephone's abduction by Hades was not merely a personal tragedy but also a pivotal event in Greek mythology. It led to the creation of the seasons, with Persephone's time in the underworld coinciding with winter when the earth lay barren, and her return bringing forth the bounty of spring. The Eleusinian Mysteries, sacred rituals held in honor of Demeter and Persephone, were believed to offer initiates the promise of a blessed afterlife, drawing upon the themes of Persephone's journey between the realms of life and death. Secondly, we turn to Medusa, once a beautiful priestess in the temple of Athena. However, her beauty caught the eye of Poseidon, the sea god, who violated her within the sacred temple. Enraged by this desecration, Athena cursed Medusa, transforming her into a hideous creature with snakes for hair, whose gaze turned men to stone. Trapped in her monstrous form, Medusa became a pariah, feared and hunted by heroes seeking glory. Her story reflects the cruel consequences of divine jealousy and mortal desire. Medusa's transformation into a gorgon, a monstrous being with snakes for hair and a gaze that turned men to stone, was a punishment that isolated her from society. Despite her tragic fate, Medusa's head became a powerful talisman, capable of warding off evil and turning foes to stone. Perseus, the hero who ultimately slew her, used her severed head as a weapon and a shield in his own quests, underscoring the irony of her fate and the complexities of Greek mythology's moral landscape. Next, we encounter Niobe, queen of Thebes and wife of King Amphion. Blessed with many children, Niobe's pride knew no bounds as she boasted of her superiority over Leto, the mother of Apollo and Artemis. In retaliation for Niobe's arrogance, Apollo and Artemis slew her children, leaving Niobe bereft and desolate. In her grief, Niobe transformed into a weeping stone, eternally mourning her lost offspring. Her downfall serves as a cautionary tale against hubris and the consequences of challenging the gods. Niobe's downfall was swift and merciless, a punishment for her hubris in boasting of her superiority over the divine Leto. Her transformation into a weeping stone, forever shedding tears for her lost children, symbolizes the eternal grief of a mother who has suffered the ultimate loss. Niobe's story also underscores the theme of divine retribution in Greek mythology, where mortals who dare to challenge the gods often face dire consequences for their arrogance. Moving forward, we come to Cassandra, daughter of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy. Endowed with the gift of prophecy by Apollo, Cassandra spurned the sun god's advances, earning his ire. As punishment, Apollo cursed Cassandra, ensuring that while she could see the future, no one would believe her prophecies. Despite her warnings, Cassandra was powerless to prevent the fall of Troy, her insights dismissed until it was too late. Her tragic fate highlights the injustice of being cursed with knowledge and the agony of unheard truth. Cassandra's tragic fate was compounded by the irony of her gift of prophecy, which became a curse in itself. Despite her ability to foresee the future, Cassandra was doomed to be ignored and disbelieved, her warnings falling on deaf ears until the doom she foretold came to pass. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of rejecting wisdom and ignoring the voices of those who speak truth to power. Lastly, we encounter Helen of Troy, whose beauty sparked the Trojan War, one of the most legendary conflicts in Greek mythology. Kidnapped by Paris, Prince of Troy, Helen's abduction ignited a war that would claim countless lives and ravage cities. Despite her role as a catalyst for strife, Helen herself endured a tumultuous existence, torn between loyalty to her husband Menelaus and her love for Paris. In the aftermath of the war, Helen returned to Sparta, where she lived out her days, haunted by the devastation she had wrought. Her story embodies the complexities of love, loyalty, and the consequences of one's actions. Helen's fate as the face that launched 1,000 ships is one of the most enduring and tragic in Greek mythology. Despite her beauty and allure, Helen's life was marred by conflict and tragedy, as her abduction set into motion a chain of events that would lead to the destruction of Troy and the deaths of countless heroes.
These stories offer glimpses into the lives and fates of these lesser-known goddesses of Greek mythology, each imbued with their own struggles, triumphs, and mysteries. Through their tales, we come to understand the complexities of the divine realm and the enduring power of myth to capture the essence of the human experience.